What is up, fellow travelers? Aaron Yeoman Gamer here, and we are back with some more low-sodium game time with Dark Souls 3. As promised, we are back here at Anor Londo. I've taken the liberty of taking care of these two guys. We've actually done a run at Aldritch once already, but something was up with my recording, and it sort of futzed out in the middle of it. So we're going to try this again. We got killed. Almost got Aldritch down that last time, but just came up a little short. That's okay. I've always had problems with Aldritch, so I'm not surprised that we died at least once already. So we are going to go use these pillars as cover. There's a good bunch of these deacon guys up here chucking fireballs and everything, so... So I just love how these fireballs track on everything. Oh, there's a blobby thing. What? Oh, come on. Alright, I think they want me to go into this with a disadvantage. That's alright. We're going to do this anyway. Because that's what we do. Come here, Aldritch. Where's Aldritch at? Okay, Aldritch is in form number 2. Now, the thing about Aldritch, he'll usually appear diagonally across from wherever he was the last time. So he'll probably be over this way. There we go. So if you're going after Aldritch, that's kind of... kind of how you can predict where he's going to be. Get down. Alright, that went a lot smoother than the last time. Like this bonfire here. So this is the area, if you remember Dark Souls 1, this is where you fought Ornstein and Smo, this room right here. So that area down below was where you would summon Solaire, run up this way. There was 2 giants there. And then over here are the elevators that you took upstairs. And up here is the chamber where you meet Guinevere, and she gives you the Lord Vessel. So this chamber's empty right now. This whole section up here is pretty much a dead zone. There's nothing up here. Don't know why. But, yeah, so we go in here. This is the couch where Guinevere was, but she's no longer here. So we grab this, which is the Sun Princess ring. Restores hit points a little bit over time. So that was Anor Londo. Anor Londo is not a very big area, even though in the original Dark Souls 1 it was a considerably larger area. But it's become smaller. This is kind of more of a callback than anything really extensive. So technically speaking, part of Irithyll is Anor Londo. But we're going to go off here. This is where we went. This is past the area where we met Sigvard, where that cistern was. So we're going back here, and we're going to go down into the profane capital. So because we're embered, we are going to get invaded by, who is it? Shoot. Drawing a blank here. But is it Kirk? Might be Kirk. Or, no, it's Alva. Alva will invade us. He's the guy with the crossbow and the Murakumo. And, of course, we have a friend over here who was going to jump scare us, but we weren't having that. Yeah, we got these ladies with the... Oh, and of course you got us with that. Nope, sorry. That's down. So if we go out that door, we're going to get invaded. But there's some more goodies in here that we want to get to first. So we got a bunch of these invisible hags over here. Okay, look. You're going to have to stop poking me with that. So you get a large titanite. See, up above here we've got a, I believe it's some rusted coins. We'll take falling damage if we do this, but we have a cat ring for that. So if you're ever sick of taking falling damage, our friend Cirrus of the Sunless Realms gave us this nice little cat ring. So we can grab this right here. Let's get out of the menu first. That would be a good idea. It's an old man moment right there. So we still got our cat ring on, so we just pop down here. Land without taking some fall damage. Switch back to our covetous ring. Have us a little Estus. Now we go out here and face our first invasion of the area. I think it's the only invasion in this area. We don't get too many more after this. So we're going to go down this way. Let's see if we can't pull him into the Irithyll Dungeon area. He'll come after us. We'll just go down here where there's less of a chance of us gravity deathing ourselves. Hey Alva, where are you at? I know you know where we are. You coming? There he goes. Come here, buddy. And now that we've killed him, when we go down to the area where Carla is imprisoned, we can get the Alva set. So that armor suit that he was wearing will be down there, along with a bunch of other nasty stuff that we don't really want to have to deal with. But let's see where we're at. We're only at 9 minutes, so let's go down into that area. We're going to try to knock out some of the Irithyll Dungeon here. So we're going to be running into the jailers. The jailers are kind of a freaky bunch. They got these masks on. They can cause you to lose your health and all kinds of other fun stuff. So they're a nasty set of enemies. So we're going to do our best to try to knock them off as fast as we can. There's another one over there. Forgot about these guys. Oh, god dang it. No, 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 we're not about that. We still got taken down quite a bit, though. So you notice our health is slowly coming back over there. So, for the moment, what we're going to be running around up top where there's nothing here. So we're going to pop on our Sun Princess ring. And it's going to regenerate our hit points slowly over time. So you notice that thing slowly but surely ticking up. It does it like every second we get back about 2 hit points worth of health. So let's see. Do we want to go this way? No, there's nothing down here that I'm aware of. Let's see. Down there. Is that corpse down there? There's somebody down there that's wailing. So if we have a key, we can knock this out of the way and open this door. There's a ring down there, but it's not something that we use. That guy's a... I think he turns into one of those guys that grabs you. There's a bunch of these things down there. There's an item down there. It's a soul item, I believe. It's kind of one of those things where it's like, hey, look at that. Let's go grab it. And he jumps out at you and decides to hug your face, which is no bueno. It's like I'm all for hugs, but not that kind. This guy's just sitting here banging his head up against the gate. So, you're free souls at this point. You can open that if you want to, but there's nothing in there. A lot of these cells can be opened, but there's really no reason to, because all that's inside are monsters that jump out at you. So, let's give ourselves some healing. We're going to head across this bridge. Now, there is another jailer over there, and a bunch of these hollow dudes that are going to come out of there and decide to give you a nice big hug. They're not the giant monster coming out of my chest alien types, but there's a bunch of them. So if you let them swarm you, you're going to get jumped on, and it's not going to be fun. So we're going to swap out our rings here really quick because we want them extra souls. Because there's no reason to, like, not take extra souls. So even though we do have our Shield of Want on, we're still going to go after that nice, delicious extra soul action. Oh, here we go. So you can see these guys coming out here. Gonna let them get into position and smash them. Here, buddy. It's one of the cool things about having big weapons is they have a lot of reach. So we're gonna Estus ourselves up a little bit. Anybody else in there? No. That's a large Titanite. Estus ourselves up some more. Go in here. Grab this pale pine resin. Now this guy in here is making a lot of noise, but he's not hostile, so there's no reason to attack him. The other ones in this area, though, are hostile. So make sure you whack the other ones. You leave that one alone, but all the other ones are dangerous. So, now we open that door up, we could get in easily. We don't have to go around. Go down here, grab this key, because we're going to need that too. There's a lot of keys in this area. And we go over this way. And there'll be a bunch of jailers hanging out down here. There's a similar area on the other side, but there's a lot of those caged amalgams. And let's see, I think there's only a sorcerer set over there. We'll play Assassin's Creed and plunge attack this guy. Run up this way. So you can kind of choke point these guys. You don't want more than one of these jailers coming after you. Hey, buddy, I know you see me. Come here. Oh, you gonna just sit there? Okay, then. Fine. That's why man-made pyromancies. You want some more of that? How about some more of that? Oh, yeah, you gotta come up here, huh? Come here. Up. You suck. Where are you at? Let me lock onto you so I can plunge you. There we go. There we go. And we got a simple gem off these guys. That's nice. They could drop their equipment, so you can get the brand, you can get the mask, you can get the robes, you can get the pants and shoes and stuff. So you can cosplay as a jailer if you want to. I don't see why you would, but, you know, everybody's got their own kinks. This guy over here is going to jump out at us. And we're going to smack him with our big sword. Here's another simple gem. So now we've got like 3 of these things, so we can infuse a bunch of weapons with that if we want. We only really need 1. I usually just get a dagger and infuse it with simple and just have it in my offhand so I can swap it with my shield. So when I'm standing around looking stupid, I can still... let me see... Thrust attack. There we go. Yeah, so I could still, you know, have it on there. Another thrust attack on you. Oh, just a little short. There we are. So those guys can counterattack you, and it's no fun. This thing over here is just a door that we'll get another time. We have to go around because it opens up on the other side. There's a crystal lizard over there. But there is a trap. So we could try to get that crystal lizard. So we got the crystal lizard, but we have also somehow managed to get within range of this douche. Come here. Those guys can drop their spears. So if you're into that sort of thing, you can pick one of those up. Let's go Estus ourselves up a little more. Some homeward bones on a nice big ledge that you could drop off of. Okay, and we've got a bunch of these guys. They're not jailers, they're more like regular hollows. They're a lot weaker. This guy's hiding back there thinking that we're not noticing him. I'm gonna run over here and deal with this guy. Okay, pal. You're gonna have to stop swinging that meat cleaver around. That's very rude. Okay, we've got through that guy. Now this right here is a mimic. But it has an Estus shard that we want, so we're going to have to kill him. So as with mimics we've dealt with before, best to try to stay behind him. So lay in a bunch of heavy stuff while he's still in chest form, and then once he transforms, you just try to stay back of him as much as possible. That way he doesn't have a chance to grab you, because he only grabs forward. So we're going to get some more of these guys with the big cleavers and stuff. Come here, buddy. And we got the Mario brothers over here with their hammers. Okay, what do we got here? Just you. Should be 2 crossbow guys. And another guy. With what looks like a meat hook. There he is hiding out over there. What are you doing over there, buddy? Come here. You're sleeping on the job. That's bad. No, you're not supposed to be sleeping on the job. It's what you get for wasting people's time. Sitting in the back looking at memes on your smartphone. You're supposed to be working, pal. That's why you ended up last. Now you got to kill everybody else and you couldn't save them. Okay, we're going to open this door right here, but we're not really going to use it. It's just for later. See, this guy's asleep. There's a crystal lizard and a soul item over there. But if we wake that giant up, he's going to kick our ass, so that's not a good thing. Because thing about those big giants is when you get down by their feet, they're easier to deal with. They're just slow and inaccurate. But if you somehow manage to wake them up while you're up near their hands, they are brutal. So we're not about that life. This is low sodium. We're not stressing out as much as we would normally do if we were all about the saltiness of Dark Souls. So we're going to switch over to our cat ring right here because we're going to make a drop that will damage us and is unnecessary at this time. So we're right over here. So we're going to walk across this area and switch back to our Silver Serpent ring. Get our shield out because we're going to be dealing with some rats in a minute. But yeah, the giant is there. We're going to end up down there at some point. So you can see some shiny stuff down there and a bunch of rats. Well, we're gonna take the long way around. So we're going to sneak around this way. Just pick and some rats. Let me get around you guys. There we go. Okay, we're doing better. Okay, rapidly running out of Estus in this area, but it happens. Now this area is always bad because the jailers will reduce your health. And even if you're at full health when they start reducing it, you'll end up losing that health. And when the health bar comes back, it'll be right near the bottom. So this is a regular chest right here. It's got a key that we want. And this right here is a mimic. And those right there are basilisks. So they're going to spew cursed junk all over you. So they're coming over here because they've seen us. Okay, there's one left. Alrighty then. That actually worked out better than I expected, because usually I end up getting a lot more curse buildup. So this is a weird mimic. It kind of walks around on all fours. So what we're going to do is we're going to stab it, wake the sucker up, and then whack it a few times. So you try to stay on the side of this thing or the back where it can't reach you. So it will try to give you some love. And when I say it'll try to give you some love, and it's in a bad way, it'll jump on top of you and try to slobber all over you, and you will die. It's kind of like a dog version of a mimic. It kind of like jumps around and tries to lick you and jump on top of you and stuff like that. And it's no bueno, I'll tell you that right now. So we got some big rats down here. Luckily, we knew they were there, so it wasn't much of a problem. This shiny object over here, those are dung pies. We don't need them. I'm not about picking up feces. I do that enough with my sister's dogs as it is. So we are going to run over this way. Go across over there, here. And we're going to have about 8 jailers in here. And this area is happy time funland. And it's and that's sarcasm right there. It's no joke what they can do to you. So right here is another spot that you want to take note of. If you want to do the Archdragon Peak, which is over there, this is where you do the pose. So we'll come back to that later because we don't have that yet. So you need to have your emojis before you can send those letters. What we are going to do, you're going to grab this soul item right here, and we're going to open this door. Let's see, we are at 26 minutes right now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back to the bonfire really quick, because frankly we've used up almost all of our Estus, and that's not good. So we're going to have to go through all this mess again at some point, but we could kind of run through a lot of it because that door is open. So we'll run through this area, go back there, and then from there we will. Is this the right? No, it's the wrong one. I always get my doors mixed up. So there's a bunch of stuff in here. Not really concerned about it. It's nothing really serious because we need chunks to upgrade. There's some Titanites in there, but they're not the kind that we want, so we're not concerned about it. This door right here opens up later. That will lead us to the giant. So we've got 116,000 souls right now. So we're going to pop back to the Firekeeper and level up our stats a little bit, and then we'll come back. And then in our next episode, we will start here at the Irithyll Dungeon. We'll make our way back to that chamber with the jailers in it, and then we'll go from there into the profane capital. So we're going to spend these souls right now.
Welcome home, Ashen One. Speak thine heart's desire.
Let's level up.
Then touch the darkness within me. Take nourishment from these sovereignless souls.
Alright, how many levels can we get? We can get like 3, probably not 4. So we are going to start leveling up our pyromancy stats. Let me see. 83, that's a lot. So we're going to do that. See, we can get, I think, 5 shots of our pyromancy off before we run out of FP. So we're pretty good right there. So we want to level up our pyromancy stats to get more oomph out of our pyromancies. And then we'll start working on things like our stamina and our endurance so we can wear more stuff. Because we really should be wearing a helmet. And we're not able to because of our weight limits. So we're going to be doing that. A lot of these stats are going to see an upgrade over time. So we're going to do these ones this time. And then
Farewell, Ashen One.
Close this out.
Flames guide thee.
So just go right here. We have an Estus shard we got to cash in as well. So I'm going to do that off screen. So we're end the episode here. As I said, next part will end up with us in the profane capital. And we probably will make it almost all the way to Yorm the Giant. If we don't make it to him in that episode, that will be the episode after. We're going to be trekking through the profane capital, and that will be the exploration part of the next episode. We're going to do some cheesy junk to the guy up on a tower who has Logan's scroll. And, because we got to have some cheesy stuff in here because this is low sodium. So that's the next episode plan. In the meantime, I bid you all safe travels, and we will catch you all next time for more low sodium game time with Dark Souls 3. Have a good one, guys.